Hey everyone, so today I'm going to do another unboxing video, and I have to say I cheated a little because I got this last week. I bought the Leader Easel, and this is a portable easel that just attaches to any tripod, so you can paint in plein air, you can paint in your studio. It's really good for painting standing up. So you're able to back up away from your painting, and any easel you have at home should be able to do that. But I know, you know, my big H-frame easel at home, like I don't really like adjusting the tilt and all that, and this makes that process so much easier. So that's why I decided to invest in this Leader easel. I took it out of the box. It was packaged perfectly. All the pieces were nice and cushioned, and everything is, all the wood in it is like handmade. So it's really nice. It comes in this little travel bag, which is maybe like 5 pounds, which is great for if you want to go on a hike and you don't really want to pack a heavy bag, but you want to paint while you're out in the world, you know, which is great. Painting from life is definitely recommended. So I got this this easel from Sarah Sedgwick. I take some of her oil painting classes on caraballockart.com, and she uses this easel for the same reasons that I just mentioned above, that she prefers to stand, and when we're standing we're more likely to back away. And this easel is phenomenal for adjusting. It accommodates many sizes of canvas, and it comes all compact. So this is the first part, and this is the second part, which is, this part is what makes this easel so special to me. This part is where you can put this on your tripod, and there's these little bars, and it holds your palette right under your painting. So you don't have to move a lot, and if you need mediums and solvents, if you're using oil paint, or you need a cup of water, you can put that just on a side table, like a snack table or a portable table of any type, or you can even put it right on the palette, on the easel. So we're gonna go over the first part. This is the bag. The bag comes beautifully. It's very well made. It's not cheap material. Nothing about this is cheap. There's also this easel caddy that attaches if, again, you need water and brushes. This is something I think I might invest in at some point. So for now, we're just gonna go over the easel. There's a wonderful instruction pamphlet that tells you how to put the easel on and together, but we're gonna go over that in this video. So the first part, and they give you some extra O-rings. So everything's covered here, and there's a nice little pocket if you want to put like any travel brushes or anything you need into the bag, so you don't have to carry a million bags. The only other thing you would have to carry is a portable tripod, which you can get. I bought mine on Amazon. They recommend not aluminum. I forget the type of easel they recommend, but it's a little pricey, for me at least, but those tripods will last you your lifetime, the ones that they recommend. If you go on the Leader Easel site and you're not sure what tripod to use, they recommend tripods. I found one that had like a 360 swivel head, which is really important for this. So it would be, I'll show you when we get to the tripod. It would be like if you wanted your camera to face down, that's the type of tripod you want. And I found one for like $39. So for me, that's perfect. So we're gonna start with the beginning part of it and just assembly. So before I even assemble these two pieces together, and this is where you would attach it to your easel, to your tripod, I like to loosen this and bring it up so I can have it in the T position. So when you do this, you notice that there's these two little metal tabs. Now this is where you can really edit how you want to work. You could put paper in here and keep it really closed, or you can open it and put stretched canvas in here. This is what holds your surface. So this is the bottom, this is the top. This is the bottom. You unscrew it. I like to bring it all the way down and then I screw it back in. And that's my bottom, and it has the same clips to secure your substrate or whatever it is that you're working on. And then you just put them together. And boom, you have the first part of your easel together. Now the second part, I can't really show you until we get over to the tripod, but it comes again with these beautiful Velcro straps so you can keep your supplies nice and tight for travel, or it's good for storage if you don't have a lot of space in your house to paint. But this is adjustable, these bars. So these will go on the legs of the tripod, and these just go right in here. And this is what your palette would sit on. So this is a phenomenal little travel easel that's perfect for if you want to stand up and paint, if you want to do plein air. And the wood is very well made. The materials are obviously high quality, and it's easy to use. So those are how I kind of base my like products, like easels and such. Their ease of use, the quality that they're made, and you know what they do for me artistically, how they can help me become a better painter. And this easel, I paint sitting down a lot, and it changes the way that I paint a lot of the time. So if I stand up, my painting changes, and I'm more willing to step away. And this allows that much easier. And you don't have to adjust your huge at-home easel. You know, I know for me, I use a lot of acrylic paint, and acrylic paint will get stuck in the bottom part of my easel. So unscrewing that and moving it can get a little funky sometimes. I'll move it like a few inches up, a few inches down to accommodate my canvas size, but I don't want to change the tilt of it. You know, it's just a little much for me. So for me, this was perfect. Now we're gonna go over to the tripod and see how it all assembles. Okay, so here's my tripod that I bought off Amazon, all set up. It has a little hook down here, which I find really helpful for if I wanted to hang something while I was painting. This is at its highest height. So this might be a little high for me, but I wanted to show you guys how to assemble the easel properly. So you take, ooh, I'm gonna make a mess here. You take your little piece that would go into your camera and you screw it into here. And mine has like a nice little handle on it, so I can just screw it on like that. Make sure I'm going to screw it on the right direction. And super easy. You just unlock and you slide your easel in. So let me bring you a little closer just so you could see that. I'm doing this on my phone, guys, so bear with me. There's a little lock. Unlock. You can see how it kind of gets loose, and then lock, and that locks it in. Bring you a little closer now that we have the easel set up, and you can see that this will accommodate a pretty big canvas. So if I wanted to adjust it, let's say I'm using a smaller canvas, I just unscrew it a little and I slide it up and down these pieces. And again, you have these parts that unscrew on the bottom and the top to come out to hold your canvas or your substrate in place. So, and you can move this. So you can also move your tripod. So if you want it on a little bit of an angle, you can do that. If you want it straight up, you keep it straight up. So this part, this beautiful part, I'm gonna unscrew it a little I might walk in front of the camera. This part goes anywhere you really want it to on your easel. So I'm just going to show you. I like to keep it in the center. So I'm going to screw this part in a little. And then I'm going to bring this in and screw this part in. And as your easel is open, make sure you screw it in tightly so it stays and can hold the weight. And my best advice is to make sure your easel stays open, because if it closes, this is going to slide down. So you have your easel and you have your pallet mount. Let me just screw this in a little tighter. So it's very easy to assemble. It fits perfectly on your tripod. And then, like I said, my favorite part of this is that I get to put these in here. And I get to take my palette of choice. You can either put like a wood palette down and then put this palette paper. This is just Gray Matter's palette paper. And you can just place that right here and you're done. You're ready to go. So you put a substrate or whatever you'd want in here and your palette right here, and it's all in one. And then they also offer that that palette, what is it called? Easel caddy. I would call this a palette caddy because this would go on my palette, where you can attach it to one of the legs and you have your water cup and you have your brush cup right here. So you're all set up to go out in the world and paint. I highly recommend the liter easel, and like I said, like if I stood in front of this, just let me move the camera a little to the side so you could see. Now, if I'm painting here, I could back up, right? And I can see my painting. It's not just, this is a little crooked. There we go. See, and you can adjust it so easily. It's just the perfect little travel easel. And I think this would hold a decent amount of weight. So I wouldn't put my water cup on it. But you could put, like I have a glass palette that I work from. I would put my glass palette on there, no problem. But if you didn't want to put something heavy, you just use your Gray Matter's palette paper, and there you go. You're all set and ready. So there's your little liter easel, all set up and perfectly ready to go. So I hope this little review / tutorial helped you decide if you would want to purchase this. I'll include a link. This isn't a promotional video. This is just something that I bought for myself as an artist, and I found that it was extremely helpful, and I'm like really excited about going in my backyard and being able to paint, or even setting this up in my studio and being able to walk away from my painting easier. So everything is included. If I decide to get that easel caddy, I will definitely do a review on that. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, this review / tutorial of how to set it up, and I will see you soon. Namaste.